A lot of people watching this has probably played Minecraft. Minecraft arguably is one of the biggest IPs that's ever been in the gaming industry. And it looks like the people who make Minecraft, Mojang, actually made a Diablo version of Minecraft. And this is the review. But before we get on with the video, definitely hit that like button if you enjoyed the content, subscribe for weekly content, and you can always follow me on Twitter at LordAddictILP. So without any further ado, this is my review on Minecraft Dungeons. What's going on, you guys? Gaming Addict here, coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be doing a review, and I'm going to be reviewing Minecraft Dungeons for the Xbox One S. Yes, we do exist. I assure you we exist. It did come out, I believe, the 25th or 26th of May, and it's coming out for everything. So if you got PC, Switch, all that stuff, you could definitely play this, and it's $20. And the question that I want to answer for anyone watching this is this game worth $20? But also, if you have Gamepass for the Xbox and PC, you can also pick it up there. So let's go ahead. Minecraft Dungeons is definitely not a very looking game. But, you know, for the most part, I feel like everyone watching this, they don't expect, like, realistic looking graphics when they think of Minecraft. You think of Minecraft, you think of a cartoony, great style with amazing gameplay and a lot of creativity. And for the most part, I feel like they hit every expectation that their fans would have with this game. Another one of the key things to this game is the soundtrack. Let me tell you right now, the soundtrack to this game is great. There'll be certain times where I'm going through the levels and I'm like, you know what? Mojang actually has an amazing soundtrack in this game. And my hat's off to them, because with these type of games, with all the noise going on, all the animations going on, sometimes it's easy to lose track of what's actually being played. But when that soundtrack starts hitting up, you eventually do listen to it. You know, there's a couple times, especially there towards the end of the game, there's a lot of nice soundtracks that I think a lot of the viewers of this video would really enjoy. Now, in terms of gameplay, obviously it's not like your standard Minecraft where you create giant structures and you build Midgar from Final Fantasy VII. This game's more of a Diablo thing, to where it's like a loot game where you do objectives, you kill people, and you get these loots. Now, one of the biggest things I want to point out is the variety of enemies in this game. I haven't played Minecraft in years, but I'm pretty sure a lot of these enemies that's in this game is not on Minecraft. They are so they're so unique and so well done that I think that Minecraft Dungeons is going to impact the original Minecraft game. I think you're going to see some of these characters and some of these enemies are going to come from Minecraft Dungeons, and I honestly think they're going to make an appearance in Minecraft because of how well they're doing. And I do think because this game is such a lower price, a lot of people are going to jump straight into this game. If I remember correctly, I think the original Minecraft was $20. I don't know. You guys are going to have to definitely put that in the comment section below if I'm wrong about that original price. But I do think with the low entry fee, and especially how it's on Game Pass, a lot of these characters are going to get a lot of love from the fans, and Mojang's eventually going to put them in the actual Minecraft game. Now, just like I said earlier, this is definitely a Diablo expired game. So the key component to this game is always going to be the loot that you can get. Now, for my standard, it was, you know, you had the gray items, you had the green items, and you had the orange items. Now, the orange items were called unique. They're not like called legendary or anything like that. But the orange items are obviously the key component to this game. That's what you really want to go after. Now, this game does have enchantments for every weapon and every armor, and what the enchantments are is at the bottom left when you're looking at the character, you get this currency when you level up that's pretty much enhancements, and what you do with these enhancements is you put them on these enchantments. Now, what these enchantments do is it'll make the character more unique to how you want to play. So for instance, you can make a sword do like a lightning effect, a curse effect, and so on and so forth. Now, for the majority of this game, you're going to really come across not too great of items, and they're only going to have 1 to maybe 2 enchantments. But later on in the game, when you start playing it on Apocalypse difficulty and stuff, you'll end up getting more items that have 3 enchantments, so you can invest all of those resources into those equipments. Now, when you're not getting equipment or swords or shields or anything like that, what you'll be getting is these things called artifacts. Now, artifacts is pretty much your abilities from Diablo, but they're in the form of an item and not an RPG tree. Now, all of these artifacts have different unique set of abilities that make your playstyle come out really well. For instance, if you want to be a support character, they got shield artifacts where you put up a shield. They got a healing artifact. They also got another type of healing artifact where you put it like an AoE heal move. And they also have, your standard, increase the defense of all of you and all your allies. Now, as you level up through the difficulties and you go from default to adventure to apocalypse, you'll notice that there will be a lot more opportunities when it comes to equipment and artifacts. Certain equipment and artifacts are locked to that specific type of difficulty, and you have to do that difficulty in order to unlock that artifact or equipment. Now, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the difficulties. For anyone here that's played Diablo, you know that Diablo has a lot of different variety when it comes to what kind of challenge you want to play on. Now, this game does have 3 standard difficulties. It's got the default difficulty that you start the game with. Once you beat the game, you unlock adventure difficulty. And once you beat adventure difficulty, you unlock apocalypse difficulty. For the most part, it is pretty much your standard what you would think they would do to make these difficulties more harder. They put more enemies on the screen. There is a lot of scenarios to where when you're playing on default settings, you don't really come across a lot of enchanted mobs, but when you play on adventure and apocalypse, that's a lot more frequent too. Eventually you get to the point where almost every mob on the map is an enchanted mob. I think one of the biggest advantages that Minecraft Dungeons has is it is 4-player co-op, pretty much drop on and off. So that pretty much means that anyone could join and then they could leave and it wouldn't really mess anything up. Now, it did look like everyone has their own lobby. For the most part, I didn't really notice if your lobby will affect their lobby depending on what you do. So what I mean by that is if I do something, let's say everyone starts the game at the same time, I don't know if everyone's going to maintain that progress when they go back to their save file. Sadly, this game does not have crossplay or cross progression to my knowledge. I did see some articles on Twitter that were saying that there is crossplay on here, but you have to do it some weird way. But as of right now, I could not figure out for the life of me, so I ended up having to play it on the Xbox One S. And for the most part, there was not a really whole lot of issues when it comes to performance. The game didn't really stutter a whole lot. Now, there was times where I felt like there was a lot of frame rate drops, but it doesn't really happen that often, and I was kind of impressed because a lot of these developers these days, they kind of gimp the S in the original PlayStation version, but it didn't look like Mojang did that for here. Now, I'm not going to say it had 100% no issues. There was a little bit of performance issues, but I'm assuming on the X or PC you have no issues whatsoever, because if I didn't have that many issues on the S, I know those other platforms are going to do terrific in terms of performance. So in terms of, what is this game worth $20? Do you think this is worth going out and spending your hard-earned $20 on? I would say yes, it's definitely worth $20. There's a lot of content here, and if you look on the main map, there's actually going to be more content already announced. And at the end of the day, we all know that Mojang did a fantastic job supporting Minecraft for probably the last 20 years. I don't know exactly when Minecraft came out, sue me. So I think if you pick this up for $20, you're going to get your money's worth out of it. It took me about, I would say, 15 hours to beat the game. And, I have a lot more stuff I can do on here. I could play this with other people. So there's a lot more variety of things that I have access to. It is on Gamepass. So if you don't feel comfortable with $20, go subscribe for a couple months of Gamepass and have access to a lot more games than just Minecraft Dungeons. But anyway, you guys, that's my review on Minecraft Dungeons. Definitely worth the $20 if you want to invest that money into it. You'll get plenty of hours into it. The graphics was nothing special. The gameplay was amazing. And the performance on the Xbox, at least for me on the Xbox One S, was great. And I didn't really have no issue with it. And it's like I said, if you guys don't feel comfortable with that $20 price tag, you can always get it on Game Pass. But anyways, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Did you have an issue with this game at all? Because there was a couple hard parts in the game. But, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. And until next time, this is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace.